We're going to make some curried goat. I've been trying to find goat, and I finally found some. And what I do when it comes to making a recipe, I look at about 12 to 15 recipes of the item, and then I kind of put it together myself. So most of the ingredients I'm using are traditionally the items used in curry of goat, but I will do this a little bit differently. I'm not going to marinate the meat. I feel that the amount of time that people might disagree, but the amount of time it takes for this stew to cook, all the ingredients will be soaked right in. So the first thing we got to do is put salt and pepper on the meat and brown the meat. That's not a lot, because all the other items mixed in with that, and then you'll see that this has to be seasoned nicely. Now I'm going to mix this up, and then use your favorite oil, not butter, and we're going to saute. Now, that's only a moderate flame. I have no choice. If I put a high flame, this is what you're going to hear. And that's so annoying in the video. That's just the way the exhaust works in this place that we're living now, temporarily. So I have the fan on low, and it'll take me longer to brown the meat than it will you. So what I will say is, use a high flame, brown the meat, and get that part of the recipe done with. And after I brown this meat, I'm going to take it out. That's enough. There's a lot more. And I will add all the rest of the seasoning, ingredients, and everything to the second batch after it's almost brown of the goat meat. So no sense in wasting film. Do like you do a lot of other things, any kind of stew meat, whatever. Brown it on both sides, and then take it out. So while all this meat was browning, what was I doing? Well, I was cutting up the ginger, the garlic, the onions, the jalapeno pepper, which is not traditionally used, but that's what I had. I couldn't find the one that's in most recipes. The curry, allspice, cumin, and a little more salt. Now we will put all the meat that was browned back in. Add all of this. Then I'm going to add water to this, but not right away. And the tomato. Now I can raise the flame a little because it won't be smoking and it won't set off my alarm because of all the moisture I just put into the pan. So this now will take a good 15 minutes or so before I add the liquid. You can add a stock of chicken if you wanted, or this is goat. You have goat stock? No, I don't think so. Anyway, we'll add water to this. Now you don't hear anything going on because it's so full of moisture from what I just added that this will take a little while. So just keep on mixing this every few minutes, and then I'll add the liquid. Sweat it up nicely. Vegetables are soft, and add the water. There are some recipes that use coconut milk. The only reason why I didn't put it in there, my wife doesn't like coconut. But I would have put it in there. I think it would have helped it. But there weren't that many recipes that used the coconut milk. So that could have been the individual's own taste. Maybe that's not traditionally how it's supposed to be. It's hard to figure it because you have so many websites and so many recipes for this item. That's it. Just cover it. And when that comes to a boil, I'm going to put the lid on there, lower the flame, let it simmer until the meat is soft. That's it. So we'll see what happens in the next hour or so. Well, it's been over 2.5 hours, and now I took the lid off so this can reduce because we don't want all this liquid. Hopefully it should be done by the time it reduces. And I raise the flame. Well, I reduced it to this point, which is good, and now I'm going to keep on cooking it very slowly until it's tender. This has taken a whopping 3 hours and 15 minutes. It is now tender. And what I like about it is it's not watery, so all of the vegetables and everything cling to that, as you can see. Now that's a lot of bone, and cooking with the bone makes it taste better, even though there are recipes that say use boneless, but I always disagree. Anything cooked on the bone is tastier. Fish, poultry, everything. So this is about, depending, you know, there's a lot of bone and somewhat some meat. It could be a 3 portion, and I'm going to say 2 strong or 3. You can make it with 3 portions. I'm going to put this on a plate and take a look at it. Well, there it is. How's that look? Nice? Yes, it does, and it's tasty. And I would go back and say now it's only 2 portions. So I hope you enjoy this.